Alright you guys, so Super Dragon Ball Heroes episode 10 has been released. For those ones who want to see it, it will be on my second channel, the YeLLa 2X channel. But this right here is going to be the review. So make sure you drop a like and smash the subscribe button if you are brand new to this channel. Also, make sure to turn on post notifications, that way you can be reminded when I upload a new video. Now, it started off exactly where it left off with episode 9. It's left off with Goku and Vegeta staring at hearts. That's where it started off, and it showed Goku actually going to engage hearts. I really was excited for this opportunity because we haven't seen anybody really fight hearts at all since he's been introduced into this series, and I'm glad to finally see, well, what I thought I was gonna see, him engage with an opponent. So it started off with Goku. He actually goes to engage hearts. He flies up there towards him. Meanwhile, we see two blasters come at Goku. Of course, his Ultra Instinct kicks in. It is Orin and Kamen. They tried to do a sneak attack against him. Of course, that is not gonna work with Ultra Instinct Goku because his body maneuvers for him. He no longer thinks about any of his actions. His body just moves on his own. So of course that didn't work. So they shocked, they flabbergasted, I guess you can say, about how he was able to dodge that, and they began to attack Goku. Now of course, and as it should be, no match for Ultra Instinct Goku at all. And I do want to take the time out to actually point out the art maneuver, how they showing Ultra Instinct Goku fighting Orin and Kamen. He's pretty much dodging all the blows as he should be in Ultra Instinct. They have no chance, and that's how it left off. Meanwhile, it started showing Jiren and Zamasu. Jiren charges up this huge ball of energy, kind of like what he did to Master Ultra Instinct Goku before he canceled it out with his power, and he shot it directly at Zamasu. Now this part is where it really gets me because Zamasu should not be competing with Jiren at all. I do know the fact that he is still immortal, half of his body is still immortal, so maybe that have a little bit to why he's able to stay a little bit on par with Jiren. But as far as power wise, Jiren should not, and I repeat, should not be having any trouble with Zamasu. He should not be as powerful as Jiren. Now, meanwhile, while all of this is happening, Vegeta's still on the ground holding his what, left arm, right arm, and Trunks is saying some words to him. I don't know exactly what. Maybe he's saying that we need to actually help. I hope that's what he's saying, that he needs to actually help him. But at that point in time, Goku didn't really need help. So I don't know. We have to wait till the English translations to come out to see exactly what he said. And as Trunks and Vegeta are talking, they show Toppo. Toppo is still on the ground. He's still on the ground. He's talking to Jiren. Did you get him, Jiren? Did you get him? Talking about Jiren versus Zamasu. And of course, since Zamasu is immortal, of course, no matter how much you blast him, he's not going to really die. But Jiren doesn't know that. So Jiren is shocked by Zamasu still standing after he shot that energy ball at him. They began to exchange a few words, meaning that Zamasu is talking to both Toppo and Jiren. I'm pretty sure Toppo is coming to a realization that Zamasu is immortal, and that could be what he actually says. But like I said, when we get the subtitles, I will go ahead and do another brief video. It won't be a 10-minute video like this one, but explaining exactly what's going on, what was said, and my thoughts on what they actually said. This part of the episode I actually really did like. This is when it went back to Orin and Kamen, and it pretty much showed them shooting blasts at Goku. He's dodging them like he always do in Ultra Instinct. Then you just see him teleport straight to them, elbows both of them in the gut, then knocks them back with a hit to the face, both at the same time. That showed pretty much the power of Ultra Instinct Goku. I really did enjoy that part. I'm pretty sure you guys enjoyed it too. Make sure if you are enjoying this video to leave a like and subscribe if you are brand new to this channel. Also turn on post notifications, as with every episode that comes out for Super Dragon Ball Heroes, I will be doing a breakdown review and synopsis of the video. And then when Dragon Ball Super returns, I will be doing the same thing for each episode that comes out. So make sure you stay tuned, as you will see plenty of videos from YeLLa Playz. Now, at this time, Orin and Kamen pretty much realize that they have no chance against Goku at this point. So they began to say a couple of words with each other, and then all we see was them touch hands, which means, hey, we finna get another fusion. So they fuse, and this is something that was kind of teased earlier. Geekdom did go ahead and tease this out a little bit earlier from confirmed sources, but it didn't come out the way I thought it was. I don't know what I was expecting to see, but two Teforians, or whatever you call them, fusing together, it just pretty much looked weird. It's different, but it just looked weird. I mean, let me know in the comment section below if you did like the way the fusion came out between Orin and Kamen. Now, so they fused, and I guess in their minds they say, oh yeah, now since we fused, we're gonna go ahead and give this guy, the business. They're gonna go ahead and beat him up. That's what they thinking. Goku still knocks them back. They smile and they still think they have the upper hand, but they could not hit Goku at all. Goku still was able to outmaneuver them and essentially overpower them. So it switches off to Hearts. Hearts finally gets off of the universe seed. We finally see this dude actually get off of this thing. If somebody else seen him get off before episode 10, let me know on Twitter, screenshot it, show it to me. But I believe this is the first time Hearts has got off the universe seed. He begins to say a few things. I don't know if he was trying to call somebody's name, but the person who appeared was somebody that I actually told you guys about in a very previous video back then, about a new enemy or a new person coming into the Super Dragon Ball Heroes anime. Her name was LAGSS, and I believe she had the power to encase people into glass or use glass as far as how she attacks, how she's able to hurt opponents. But all we see was this big old crystal like substance appear in front of Hearts, and inside the crystal you can see her actually within it. That's what she basically does. She's always surrounded by glass like objects, or she uses that to fight. So she's inside of that big ice crystal thing, and Hearts, we already know Hearts has the ability to push down or put gravity on an object so hard to where that person or thing cannot move. He already used it on the Warriors on Universe 6, and he also used it on Jiren. So we know how strong that maneuver, that attack, that ability that Hearts have is. And he begins to use that crystal-like object, and he pushes it down to Goku, Ultra Instinct Goku. My bad guys, correction. What he did was he turned it around to actually shoot it at Goku, but he used his ability, that gravity ability, to hold Goku down while that went towards him. That's why Goku could not get out the way. That's exactly what happened. So I apologize about what I just said, but that's the real truth. That's what actually happened. Meanwhile, we see Vegeta still on the ground, but Trunks says something to the effect that they need to go ahead and help Goku, because they see that he's struggling. He's having a pretty hard time over there holding that glass and essentially killing him. So they began to fly over there. At this time, Vegeta has not transformed. He hasn't did anything. He's still inside base form, and they both get blasted all the way back. The Orin and Kamen fused Sephorian pretty much one-shotted them, and they went back on the ground. As you can tell by the way I said that, I really didn't like that part too well. They showed Vegeta in that form or in that stance a little bit too much. I know it's a promotional anime, yada yada yada, 10 minutes, yada yada yada, that type of thing. But still, they overuse scenes a little bit too much for me. But going forward, Goku in his Ultra Instinct form in the Grand Priestess outfit is still struggling with that glass, essentially trying to kill him, and it begins to crack. And Goku, he always pushes himself behind his limit. So he did not go master the Ultra Instinct, but he was essentially able to crack the glass. So it began to break, it shattered and broke. Hearts wasn't too happy about what just happened. He realized that Goku is actually stronger than what he thinks. But at this point, Goku is completely tired. I wouldn't say out of energy, he's tired. He's still standing, but he's tired. And he is not in Ultra Instinct. He is back in base. Still with the Grand Priestess outfit on, but he is back in base. He's not in Ultra Instinct anymore. So now they began to show LAGSS. This is our first appearance within this anime, which is something that I was looking forward to see, because we've been found out that she was gonna be in this episode for some time, at least maybe a month or a month and a half ago. I covered this about her appearing in this episode. So make sure you check that video out if you want to know more information about what she can do as far as her abilities. I pretty much explained it though earlier within this video, but hey, check that out. Link will be down in the description as well as in the pinned comment below. Now she does say a couple of words to Goku, and she begins to use the glass to shoot directly at Goku. So all you see is all these articles of glass going straight through Goku. It's just piercing him, cutting him left and right. Goku's yelling, he's crying out in agony like he always do within episodes that's really hard up on him. But Goku is still standing. He's still standing even after, maintaining all of that damage to his body. Then she makes the glass come back in the opposite direction. So all that glass that shot through Goku, cutting him up, that's on the ground behind him, came right back up. So after that, he was pretty much done. You see Goku, he's on the ground. He's out again. So the next thing we see is the Orin and Common fusion, shooting blast at Trunks and Vegeta. Vegeta finally does something I've been pretty much complaining about. I guess you could say complaining or fussing about this whole entire series. He finally went Super Saiyan Blue. Finally. It took 10 episodes, but he finally went Super Saiyan Blue. This is something that I was happy to see. Very, very, very happy to see. So he's pretty much trying to go toe-to-toe with the fusion between Orin and Common. And to a point, it looked like he was at least evenly matched, but then I guess it wasn't, because the fusion knocked him back down on the ground, and that forced him to go into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Yes, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution did happen. I was very excited to see it. I actually did make a theory video on this. I was happy that that actually came true, because I did not have any supporting information about that. That was just a theory that I came up with, and it actually did happen. So I was glad to see that actually come true. And that's pretty much where it left off, you guys, with him charging at the Orin and Common fusion. They always have these crazy endings, and we don't know what's translated. We don't know what's gonna happen in the next episode as of right now. But once I do, I will have a video up talking about the preview for the next episode, which will be episode 11 of Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I know I've been talking for just about 14 minutes, so you guys, I want you guys to have a great rest of your night. It's currently 10 p.m. where I'm at, so I'm finna go ahead and check Twitter and go straight to sleep. You guys have a good one, and peace out.